Hello, how's everyone doing? I am doing good. Yeah, in my ongoing mission to clean my craft room, my studio, and organize, I have decided, or I guess my organizing journey has taken me to organizing some of the things that I have gathered, stockpiled for journals that I'm making in the future. Now, some of these I've been saving up for like a year, but I didn't want to start a journal because I knew we'd be selling our house and moving and blah, 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 blah. So I have my things I put aside for my sewing journal, which is going to end up probably being, by the looks of it, like 10 sewing journals. Okay, I am obsessed when I save things. Let me show you what I've put aside for my sewing journal. Okay, so I've got this 12 by 12 iris scrapbooking storage. I don't know why I put all of these papers in here. It's just anything that I thought would be like, oh, that might go good in the sewing journal. So for like a year, I've had all of these tied up. Like, that one's fine. I mean, that's sewing related. But yeah, I have had all these tied up in here just because I may or may not want to use them in a sewing journal. And as you can see, there's all kinds of different themes and everything. Look at that. Even cardstock. Like, oh, I guess it's not plain, but it's texture, but plain. Yeah, so why did I do this? And then I have a couple covers. I do love this one though. Isn't that great? I'm going to embellish it a little bit, but mostly leave it like the nice red. And it's in such great shape because it had the, it had a dust jacket. I should know because I'm holding it in my other hand. I just got up not long ago, so yeah, excuse me. So, and then I have these more papers. They were in there and things. And then I have another big stack too. Let me show you this big stack. Again, of like things that might be journal pages or whatever, but it's all stuff that's generic, not sewing related. And then, but wait, there's more. I have this envelope. It's just a standard like file size kind of thing envelope full of stuff. Oh, like look, this is like the contents of most of a sewing book. So at least I get it, double pages so I can put them in signatures. Okay. Details cut for embellishments. I was organized with this folder, but I put everything in there. There's like buttons and everything. There's like spools of washi tape. But wait, there's more. Then I have this 12 by 12 scrapbooking plastic envelope thing. Again, full. Guys, this is for one sewing journal. So yeah, I think what I'm going to end up doing, like a lot of this stuff has been, look, I've even got like paper towel in here. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's really pretty paper towel. Like, look at that. It's blue. And then there's like a little bit of like rose gold or copper on there kind of thing. So yeah, this is how I collect for making journals. Yeah, and the reason why it's in 3 folders isn't because it wouldn't fit in just one. It's because I would have packed away probably this container, and then when I moved to the cottage, I was still collecting things. So I had another envelope, and then when I was here, moved into our house, I'm still collecting things. So I'm just kind of honestly going through and sorting things. Like this stuff doesn't need to be in sewing journal, and I'm not working on the sewing journals for like forever. I don't know when I'm working on them, but I've got a bunch of other journals I want to do first. So some of this will go back into scrapbooking stuff. Some of it will go into my mail sorting shelf. Mail sorting shelf is where I keep all of my journal fodder, like for signatures mostly. It's mostly stuff for signatures. So like, yeah, my graph paper and all of that. Like, look at this. Why is that there? It's like it's about slides, color slides, sandwich slide effects. When slides are sandwiched, the greatest overall sharpness is obtained if they are placed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, quilt blocks, but yeah, that's still a page. I might leave this in here. I think what I'm going to do is sort out all of the actual sewing related stuff, and then all of the other stuff can go into my cabinet or into my scrapbooking papers. Oh my god, why do I do this to myself? Does anybody else have that? Like, do you get out of control like this? Like that? I'd probably put my bee journal, actually. That's a beautiful yellow. Wait, what am I doing? These are going in the mail sorting cabinet, and these will go in. Let me move some things here again. These will go in my scrapbooking papers. Good Lord. Yeah, so how do you organize for journals that you're gathering supplies for? I've been using these in the envelopes and things. One thing I found actually works really well is something I just kind of did on a whim. I have a cardboard box, like just a moving box kind of thing, but it's the perfect width and it's not too wide. It's kind of like a file box kind of thing, but way smaller. And I've got the envelopes, the plastic envelopes in there, all open, and they all have like the little washi tape, just like I've always done this kind of thing, washi tape with theme, and I have them all in there just kind of lined up. And then when I have things for a journal, I just drop them in there. I found that's worked really well, but I mean, things tend to outgrow that, right? Because I'm excessive. My magical journal, the one that I'm doing with the fairies and the unicorns and the mermaids, that one I've got a huge scrapbooking tote thing, like a carry bag, the ones that you could like get, I'm sure you can still get them, to like go somewhere and do some scrapbooking kind of thing, like bring your supplies. Yeah, so I've got one of those full and a great big paper bag full. But I think, if I remember correctly, some drop paper. I need to start doing drop paper again. When I make painty paper, I think I will. I love drop paper. That's it's just like kind of like old-fashioned blotter paper kind of thing. You just put a piece of paper down to protect your work surface, and then yeah, you can like if you're painting, you just kind of clean the excess paint off your brush so you don't waste it up top. Or if you're testing out stamps to see your cleaning stamps after you're done using them, get the rest of the ink off them. And then, I mean, I've made journal covers out of these. They're beautiful. Yeah, so I am right now still in the middle of many pairs of pants. I wish I would have thought of it. I would have hired somebody to do the seam ripping for me in these pants, because seam ripping takes forever, and it's just I think it would have been more economical for me to hire somebody. But that being said, if I hire, I don't want to bring like 200 plus pairs of pants. Well, they're not all being seam ripped, but I have a feeling they might almost all be, like 2/3 of them. So I don't want to bring like 150 pairs of pants that don't belong to me. They belong to another company, to someone I don't know. You know what I mean? That would be an expensive mistake if, the worst case scenario happened and I didn't get them back, or, they were damaged or something. I like that paper, the textured. Look at that. I'm not sure where to put that actually. So I've kind of got a little container up here too that I'm putting papers in that I'm not quite sure where to put yet. So I don't need to sit there and hum and haw over it. I just kind of put them in there and away we go. Okay, so I don't need more than a couple of those. Well, yeah. And I got this, which is a giant pattern thing, and I think I'm just going to cut that out probably. A giant pattern thing, pattern envelope. I mean, maybe I'll leave this in here because maybe I can like make a pocket or something, because they don't normally come that big, right? Normally they're more smaller. Oh, and then I also have, I'm also putting in this little container up top, little tray, things that go elsewhere. So like tissue paper has its own home, vellum has its own home. There's another pattern. I must have put that in there before I had like a whole bunch of sewing patterns maybe. And these are all, like miscellaneous. I think one of those might have been deli paper. This, meh. I've got lots of those. Lots and lots of those. This is my report card. I don't know why that's in there, but It's nice cardstock, green cardstock. Yeah, and just like plain pages. Some of my journal page fodder. Isn't this great? I've got a couple of these, and yeah, it was a little like book with a little plastic sleeve cover kind of thing, kind of like the photo albums from the 90s. But yeah, you open it up and it's plastic spiral bound, and then it's got these pockets that you put cards in, but the actual page is folded over, so it could go in a signature very easily. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if I'll put it in sewing journal, but I've got a bunch of them. Like I said, I'm just going to put them back on my shelf. Oh, beautiful handmade paper. I love this paper. I got this at the art store in Halifax, to Sears, and I actually covered a desk with it, my little sewing desk in here, when I do my, I'll put that back on my wallpaper border. When I do my studio tour eventually, someday, oh, why did I put that there? I will, yeah, you'll get to see the desk. Cute little desk. Cardstock. Good Lord. Like, I had way too much stuff in here. Now, this is just a kid's book. So, yeah, I figured what I'd do is take out anything that I kind of just put in that was like, maybe, you know. Like, look at this. It's a paper bag with, like, black, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like lizard leather, alligator leather, but it's really small. And yeah, so that's going to go, I don't know where that'll go. I'll figure it out later. I'll keep this in there. This will make some nice signatures. Like, I love that page. Look at that page. This was a manual I got with, or no, I got this for free on Marketplace. Woman was giving away a manual and some bobbins for this random sewing machine. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. I'll leave that in there because chances are I'm going to be making some things out of this. Oh, it's a rainbow. It's a rainbow. Crochet wool. Well, I'll leave that there because I might want to put that in there actually. It's not, no, it's not a sewing. Yeah, it's not sewing. These are some painty papers. Gift wrap. Scrapbook paper. Like, see, I've got everything like, I mean, those aren't going to go in the same journal. I want the thing to be cohesive, right? Oh, more like textured paper. Paper napkin. Now this was a little poem from a kid's book with really like weird, funky illustrations. I'll keep that there. Oh, I love this paper. I got this in one of those like paper scrap packs you used to buy at Michael's, and it'd be like, you know, you get like 40 of the same type of paper or whatever. Yeah, really pretty, right? I might keep that in there, at least one of them. And that's just like a handmade paper. Oh, I love this. This is a roll paper that I got. It might have been, I don't think it was Martha Stewart, but isn't that beautiful? I'm going to put that in my signatures. Well, that might end up in a, well, no, you know what? Well, this is how I do things. Indecisive. All right. Yeah, I'm going to keep it there for now. Gift wrap, I'll keep that there. Look at this, just a piece of black, just a black envelope. Nice matte, like, paper though. Oh, this looks like, seersucker fabric. This scrapbook and paper, that's great. So yeah, once I have this done kind of thing, I'll, kind of sort it by like, you know, I have the covers, I have what I'm going to use as signatures, blah, blah, blah. More gift wrap. So I think, yeah, I was kind of gathering everything and just shoving it in here. But I think what I'll do when I go to make the journals, I'll pretty much start with the signatures kind of thing. And then once I have the signatures, the papers all decided in the journal, then I'll shop my stash according to, you know, like I might go with like more paler kind of, you know, go with blues kind of thing, or like paler colors kind of thing. Like this looks like netting, right? So I left that in there. This, I don't know if I'd use anything off of it, but I mean, it's got cute little pictures and stuff, maybe. This was a sewing machine installation instructions. See, things like this are great. Ribbon. Yeah, so these are just colorful pages and things out of out of magazines that I thought I might use. A little bit of embossed paper. More tissue. Oh, I'm going to leave that in there because this is houndstooth. So houndstooth to me is definitely sewing. There's some vintage catalog pages. I might actually put her in my green glue book pile. So last night I came downstairs. I was like seam ripping like half the day. Ugh. And I came downstairs and I was like, okay, I need to go do something creative. It's funny because I was talking to Deb on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, as I was watching her videos and like other videos. And I'm like, man, watching these videos, I get all, my creative, mind starts racing and starts, oh, look at that. There's a yellow lady on the other side. Again, color glue book. So I'm like, I really, really want to be downstairs, creating instead of seam ripping. So look at this painty paper. It's like a little like netting. Isn't that cool? This I really like. That's really pretty, isn't it? I think I might save that though. Yeah, maybe I'll put that. Eventually I'm going to make journals of each color because I have glue books of each color. People are doing the rainbow glue books. I have a full glue book for each color. And I have like these plastic folders, like each one for the glue books, the color glue books is like stuffed. I need to work on those sometime soon. But yeah, so I was upstairs and I was like, man, I am really, really, okay. I thought this would be cool. Some of these little bows and things. Like I would much rather be downstairs working in my studio than than seam ripping. So finally, Deb's like, just go do something creative. Go do it, And when I got the 207 pairs of pants I need to hem, I printed out like a blank calendar page and I wrote the days and then I wrote the days that I had appointments and things. So normally if I go to Moncton, if I go all the way to town, run errands and come back, I'm like tired and I'm like pretty sure I'm not going to feel like doing pants that day. So I've got it all calculated how many I need to do each day, how many pants, and I'm kind of behind a little bit. So yeah. Anyway, I was like, you know what? No, I need to, for my sanity. And this is like an etiquette on women's clothes. So we'll keep that in there. I bought these at like Winners, HomeSense, Marshalls forever and ever and ever ago. They're cake circles. So they're like the, I imagine this is what deli paper is. Americans, I'm so intrigued by deli paper. Y'all use it and we don't have it in Canada apparently. So yeah, it's like kind of like grease-proof, like wax paper or whatever, but not waxy, right? And I think this is actually grease-proof. These are for cakes. So like you put it down on your cake circle, like you get your cardboard cake circle, like the silver, and then you put this down on it and it's all pretty. Isn't that pretty? You know what though? I think I'd probably rather have this as a signature page in my chocolate journal. Put it in and then just cut the pages and it'll be a little round. Yep. Chocolate journal. Right. So yeah, I came downstairs with the intention, Deb's like, go make a video, go be creative. Came downstairs with the intention of making a video, but my phone was almost dead and I used my phone to record. So I was like, okay, got to charge my phone. So I plugged that into charge and then I got going on my table. My table, what it's pretty well been these months is a sorting station for, putting stuff away in my studio. And it's also got stuff that I've used and haven't put away, that kind of thing mixed in like for journal pages. Like, look at this. This is gorgeous. Isn't that gorgeous? I may use that as a page. Like, why is that gold there? I don't know. Yeah, so I got sorting. I sorted out. This kind of makes me think of bobbins, like round bobbins. So yeah, I thought that was cool. I got sorting and I sorted out my big bin of, I had a big like tray of stuff that's going in my glue books. So I put in stuff, sorted out stuff for my alphabet glue book, my scavenger hunt glue book, sorted all that and put it in envelopes. There's something else I have to get on again because same thing, like I've got all these little folders and they're taking up, they're overstuffing the shoebox, plastic shoebox they're in, and B, it's taking up everything kind of thing. Like I have like a cat's folder, a cat's one that I'm going to do, and I have a folder in there and it's got all these cat stickers and stuff, like stuff that I've had in there and I don't have access to, I haven't had access to because of that. It's stashed away. So yeah, I've got to get some of that done and get doing, and I love Bow Bunny. Bow Bunny is so pretty. Definitely pretty. Yeah, like this. This doesn't go with anything else I've got in there. I do like that this comes in a bunch of different colors. So I sorted out the scavenger hunt glue box stuff. I sorted out, and then I sorted out the stuff for the color glue books. So that was my little glue book tray cleared out, but because it was like bursting. But now I've got more in there. So this is for glue books again. I love working monochromatically in colors. Those glue books, like way before even Nicole at Relax Cut Glue got everybody into rainbow glue books, I had my color glue books. They were my first glue books, I believe, that I made like a few years ago. So yeah, got that done. And then I had a huge plastic bin of things I was sorting into. Like these are my dump bins kind of thing. Like I get something and I put it in a bin kind of thing. And I have like a few here that like one is objects that I need to process to put away in my craft room. And one is papers that I need to go through and sort kind of thing, right? And then I have one for like papers elsewhere in the craft room. Anyway, I took the one that had my journals and upcoming journals kind of thing. Things that needed to be sorted into these folders. So I did that. Love this paper. I would put that as like wallpaper on one wall in like a small room. So I did that as well. Sorted out all the upcoming journals and all that. And then all of my stuff was mixed in there, meaning like my ephemera and memorabilia personal stuff. That's going to go into journals. Or going to go into like my personal journals. Sorted all that. So then, yeah, I got that put away. And then like I put the stuff in their folders that they belong in. So like, you know, the strawberry stuff went in the strawberry folder, chocolate stuff, whatever. And that's when I noticed that I had 3 big things for sewing. This is really cute too. So I got no video done yesterday. All I did was sort. I kind of thought about making a video as I, let's get dressed for him, so we'll keep it there, of course. Making a video as I went, well, as I was sorting, but like I said, my phone was dead at first, so I was like, all right. So I just kind of got going and went, and then I, went upstairs at, I don't know, 8:30, I think it was, 9 o'clock, to hem some pants. And then the power went out. I'm sewing along, and all of a sudden the power goes out, and it's like, oh, we still don't know why. It was really weird. We went, when the power went out, I went to the front window to look, because I can see up and down the shoreline. I've got almost a 180 view kind of thing of the ocean. And like I can see like peninsulas down there and peninsulas up there kind of thing. And I went to see how far the power outage went. This is gorgeous, but that's like, it's like Asian. It's beautiful. Yeah, I saw like flashing lights on the side of the telephone pole. So that meant there was something, you know, something to the left of us. And I could tell by the lights flashing, it was, you know, maybe a fire truck. So it's the country. We're supposed to be looky-loos. So I was just going to walk to the end of the driveway, and Rob's like, nah, the driveway's all icy. So we got in the car, went down to the end of the driveway, and we actually pulled onto the road. We went for a little drive to Bucktush anyway, but yeah, there was something going on. As we got to the end of our driveway, an MB power truck was pulling by. So like he thought maybe it was an accident. And like at first he was like, maybe he could help because he's a first responder. And God knows this happened a year ago when we lived at the cottage. A lady went off the road and hit a pole. Like, she was fine, by the way. Sorry, I'm not laughing. She hit a pole right at the end of like our street where we were staying at the cottage. Look at this. This looks like fabric. I'm going to keep that in there. So yeah, Rob's a first responder. So, but we're not sure what happened. There was no car anywhere or anything in the ditch. And when the truck was coming up on us on the end of our driveway crossing, at first I thought it was a tow truck. But apparently MB power trucks have the same type of light on top of them as tow trucks. So yeah, it was I don't know, there was an MB power truck already there. There was a small fire truck there, and there were a couple other vehicles, and I don't know, like they had the truck, like the guy was going up the lines, and then they were going to this house. And so Rob thought maybe at first the house had a fire, but didn't look like it. So, and plus like the power had just gone off and they were already on site. So I think maybe they turned the power off on purpose. So whatever they were doing, okay, this really does not go with, it's not going to go with my sewing journal at all, but I might cut those out. I could use those for different things. If I decide to do like paper dolls or something like Possum Patty does. Oh, and they've got pairs. Okay. So this is like a right glove and that's like a left glove. Sweet. And then 2 boots or 4 boots. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Maybe I'll use some of these for, paper dolls. Those are rights, right? Okay. I got way too excited, way too hopeful, too quick because yeah, these are 3 right gloves. But yeah, I mean, they're definitely not going to go in my sewing journal. I don't know what I'm going to put in it really, but I might, yeah, I might kind of hang on to that one in there. And then this is a pack. Again, I don't know about the purple, but I'll hang on to it. Like those are pink, maybe. I'm kind of seeing more like soft pastels kind of thing for the sewing journal, but you never know. Oh, okay. These are double-sided, these 2 sides. Okay, no, those are the boots and stuff. That was from Great Canadian Dollar Store. Oh, this is probably, yes, it is. I had bought on Marketplace a couple of like leftover like paper packs kind of thing, or like packs. Echo Park Paper Co. and their theme. Yeah, here. I love these giant envelopes. They're like 13 inches by like, I don't know, what, like 14 inches. But I had bought a few of these that had, yeah, it was just bits and pieces from each one, scrap packs or whatever. And I didn't pay much for them at all. So there's still, yeah, this one's very used, but there were a few others that had quite a bit left in them. But yeah, it's the Petticoats and Pinstripes by Lori Whitlock, Echo Park Paper Company. Look at that. I love that. Yeah, so it's all these all themed together. So I stuck that in here because of the little dress form, but I mean, I'm sure there's papers in here that would go with anything. Teapots. Teapots. I think, you know what? I'm going to take the teapots out. I hate taking them out because I kind of like leaving them together because they're so well themed together, but I might actually break it up because it's not much left. So I might put that in my honeymoon journal because we did tea in London for the experience. And that's lacy. Okay. Oh, love that though. I don't care about the lace. I want that. So I'm going to take that, I think, and keep it and cut those out. I like what this person did too. Stickers that wouldn't stick to their sheet or kind of thing or whatever. She didn't have the sheet. She stuck them on wax paper. That's really cool. This I'm going to put up there because I'll cut the things out. And this is just pharmacy. Okay, that's not really necessarily, that's not sewing theme. This is, yeah. Okay, there we go. So I'm trying to pare this down a bit. I'm going to deal with like the smaller things later. Right now I'm dealing with the papers. So I'm trying to pare this down so that, look at this stitching, so that I can, yeah, get it into maybe one folder. But that's going to be, I find that, well, it's going to be a long journey to sort all this stuff. I love that. Well, I'll put that there since the other one's there. Oh, this is beautiful. I don't know what paper pack that was from, but it was from a paper pad, I remember. Oh yeah, it's got little perforations. Yeah, so what I want to do, even if I'm not doing the journal soon like this, I definitely want to pare it down. So I only have the sewing related things in here. So if I'm looking for, you know, if I'm looking for pale beige tone on tone paper, I'm not missing out because something's stuck in here. Like, I mean, I might use this in the sewing journal, but I might save that for like a shabby chic journal because that's very shabby chic. Oh, Deb, too bad if you're watching this. Too bad I didn't see that. That would have gone cute in your lacy journal. your girly lacy journal. Now, see these? Oh, the buttons on the back, though. Do I want the buttons or... I think I'll cut them out and then I'll end up using some of the backs instead of... Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so these I'm going to put... Even there's a sewing machine there, but yeah, I'll put these in the pile and I will cut them out and then distribute them where they need to be, whether they're just going in general, you know, journaling cards or... I am all about the coral lately. Like, I'm thinking about painting a wall in my living room coral. I really want to paint it This is just general crafting. I don't even really whatever. But this, the rainbow. I'm thinking about doing a rainbow glue book too, of just rainbows. Because I have a page in my scavenger hunt glue book that's rainbows, but like a 2-page spread. But I'm thinking about doing a glue book of all my rainbow papers. I see these are great. Yeah. So yeah, if I can get everything sorted and then get all of like the, non-theme stuff put away, I will be golden. It will be awesome. I love those. Like, yeah, I would have that as wallpaper, like beautiful watercolor flowers. I'm kind of thinking of it actually because wallpaper is expensive, very expensive. So I'm thinking of doing, again, that's kind of netting, but does that say our wedding? Okay, so it's wedding paper, but I do like that. I think I'll use probably as backgrounds because it's a netting. So I'm going to leave that in there. Love that too. So yeah. It doesn't look like it's glass, but to me it makes me think of sea glass. So I think if I do, I'm going to do definitely sea glass page in my journal for sure, especially now that I live on the ocean. Yeah, like look at all this great paper. This should be in my regular plain paper. Ugh, why do I do this? I got to find a home for handmade papers. I mean, handmade. Yeah, they're machine made, but they're like handmade texture, right? And then I can put, my papers in there too. I do have a spot in my mail sorting cabinet for my painty papers. I hummed and hawed and went back and forth about putting them over there because I did have them in one of those 3-drawer plastic storage wheelie cart things under my desk. I have, in the top drawer, I have paper scraps. So it's nice because it's like right under here. So when I'm working, I can just drop my paper scraps in there. And then it had painty papers, and then the bottom drawer has like painted textured things kind of thing. So like, hang on. So like this, the little awesome little paper, or like the pretty baby wipes. I'm going to save those, put those as backgrounds and things. So yeah, I have those things in the bottom. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about maybe making it all just scraps. I've been pretty proud that I could keep my scraps down to one of those big plastic drawers kind of thing in the wheelie cart. Gotta say, that's an accomplishment. But yeah, I might spread it out just because it's easier to go through. Like I'm thinking of maybe like plain paper scraps, pattern paper, like scrapbooky paper and stuff like that. Oh, look at that. It looks like lace. We'll keep that. And then like interesting papers, or what would you guys call them? Like painty papers or handmade papers, or maybe like specialty paper, maybe. Now look at this. I put that in there because I was like, yeah, this the envelope and stuff. Some of these would look cute in the sewing journal, but I'm going to cut those out. Love this one too. It's so pretty. Oh yeah, so wallpaper for my living room. Yeah, wallpaper's crazy expensive. So I'm thinking about just doing like a mural. Like I'll paint like a nice, I'm feeling a deep color on the background, but I've got to get my kitchen figured out first before I do, before I plan my living room. But yeah, and then I'm thinking of painting maybe like big, just loose, swoopy, kind of abstracty kind of flowers maybe. Kind of thinking. This is cute. Isn't that cute? But it's not sewing related necessarily. Love that. So I'm currently saving for, let's see. I'm saving for, well, I'm doing the magical journal and I'm still adding stuff to that pile. I don't know why. More beautiful, like handmade printed art paper from the art store. Yeah, magical journal, sewing journal. What else? New York, of course. Well, New York is an ongoing thing. I still haven't found the journals that I've made or started. Yeah, I'm missing a box. I've got a list of things I'm missing anyway. I think maybe it's in the storage room. Rob said I want to throw all the boxes in there, but I don't think I have. But anyway. Love you, dear. He watches all my videos. Yeah, New York. What else? Chocolate I just kind of started gathering for. I'm not like hardcore gathering for it yet. Although I did buy the same like chocolate cookbook like 3 times. I already have this one. So here, I'll put the other one away. So chocolate, strawberries / strawberry shortcake. Bees I've been saving for quite a while. I'm almost ready for bees. I'm just kind of starting on coffee. I haven't even created a folder for it yet. But Mary Ellen Red Parrot sent me a bunch of, oh my God, look at that. Sent me a bunch of coffee ephemera, beautiful, beautiful coffee paper. Not coffee dye, but coffee theme. Oh, here. If you watch my Happy Mail Christmas present video, yeah, she sent me these and they're just beautiful. They're like a textured paper, like little lines on it. It's so beautiful. So yeah, I got to create a folder. It'd be nice. I'll empty one of these and then, yeah, I'll be able to create a folder. I love that paper. And what else? Pastel journal. That one is one in the distant future too. Oh, and I want to do journals of my own, like personal stuff. I've got to do a honeymoon journal. So when we went to London, what is that? Is this Santa? Oh, that's Santa. This is Christmas paper, but yeah, I'm going to put that in the holidays stuff. Oh, houndstooth. We'll put that in there for sure. So yeah, what was I saying? The pastel journal is way off. Yeah, strawberries, bees, chocolate, sewing, definitely sewing. And then, yeah, my honeymoon journal. So, London and Paris, and my birthday journal, my Alice in Wonderland birthday journal. For my 40th birthday, I had an Alice in Wonderland tea party. It was fabulous. It's funny because there's this little like meme or whatever going around right now. I saw it the other day. I saw it a couple times on the internet and it's like, it says something like, don't bother asking me to go out for drinks at like 10. I want to be home and in my pajamas and snuggling with my cat on the couch by 10. But let's bring back backyard tea parties, at 2 p.m. We'll put on ridiculous hats and dresses and go have finger sandwiches in the garden. Yeah, that was my tea party. It was amazing. It was, I had so much fun like collecting things for it. I'm a collector, see, like mismatched teacups and things. And it's funny because a lot of it, a lot of the decor was from my personal decor too, though. Like I already had the, Salvador Dali melting clock, and I had a whole bunch of Alice stuff. So yeah, people were like, oh man, it must have taken you forever to, buy the stuff for this party. And I'm like, oh no, this is my personal decor. It's all going back on shelves when I get home. Oh, and like for a centerpiece, I had this huge, like clear cloche dome. And I had put, I collect dollhouse miniatures, love anything teeny tiny. I had put my little dollhouse miniature kitchen table and chair set. I stuck them with miniatures. You can get this stuff. It's pretty well just beeswax. And it's meant like you put a little bit on the bottom of like miniature furniture and things, and then you put it down in your little dollhouse display or whatever, and it'll stay put. So yeah, I stuck them down on an old book that, I didn't want. It was just an old book, not a, good old book, just in case it stained the cover or whatever, the wax. Excuse me just a minute. I need a drink. So yeah, and then I put like a little like strip of lace on it for tablecloth and like the little plates and everything, and I made a little chandelier hanging down from the top of the cloche. Yeah, and I put that on a cake plate and then put the cloche over top of it. That was my centerpiece, but it was the centerpiece in my house for a while. Or no, actually, since then, yeah, it's been on display. I actually haven't unpacked it now that I think of it, but I will have to unpack that soon. I think it's one of the few things in my living room I haven't unpacked. We were like deciding on where to put furniture and stuff in there for a while, so I didn't. I was like, I'll leave that packed so it doesn't get broken. Yeah, look, this is Mark's sewing. So it started out as a little folder. Let me see. I'm just trying to see if there's any more scrapbooking paper, big sheets, that I can take out. Oh, like, look at that. That's crocheted lace. I'll definitely keep that in. That works. Yeah, everything's kind of mixed through. There's no rhyme nor reason. That's cute. It's from like a Stampington magazine. Oh my god, that's so cute. Okay, we got some possible papers. Oh, this is like my dress form. I ordered a dress form. My dress form assembly instructions. So yeah, just things like this. I don't think I'll use this in a sewing journal, but I love how bright and colorful it is. That'll be going in my collage journal. Way back when I first started collecting for the sewing journal, I hadn't even I hadn't even started a lot of my collage books or anything. This says duck canvas. I'm going to put that in my colored glue books. Oh, like this. Look at this. I should have that on the shelf so I can, you know, take little bits of it whenever I want. So, yeah. This is my life right now. Oh, look at those. Yeah, I'll cut those out and use those individually in collaging and things. So I've got a few other journals too that I've got in my mind kind of thing, but I haven't started saving for them or anything. I know as soon as Deb starts her Christmas journal and she comes over shopping for, this reminds me of vintage fabrics so much. I'm going to keep that in there for now. Yeah, she, it's going to make me want to probably do the same. This is just like nothing to do with sewing. I'm going to put that in my black and white glue book. Like, that's a pretty strip, but yeah, I'll go on my collage book. Oh, look at that. Handmade paper. Okay, that's a dress form. That's cute. Guys, this is just, I do love sorting, but yeah, I kind of wish I wouldn't have done this to myself. Such extreme, you know, extremes kind of thing. I'm going to leave that. So what's everyone else working on? What kind of journals are you working on? What are you saving up for? Yeah, I'm so frustrated because I've got this huge sewing job right now and it's just such horrible timing. I'm like, okay, I got baby moves to make. I'll sit on the couch and do those in the evening when I'm watching TV. And then I'll, you know, get back to making videos and do all that during the day. And then I get 207 pairs of pants to sew, which, you know, I should be doing right now. When the power went out last night and I was sewing, I just left it. Rob's like, what do you mean you were sewing? I'm like, I was literally in the middle of sewing a pant leg. And he's like, oh. So when the power came back on, he got up to go turn the lights off. And I'm like, can you turn my sewing machine off? I'm sewing at the kitchen table when it's a big project. Yeah, I sew at the kitchen table because it's just much more easy to spread things out. I have never actually sewn yet in my studio. I've got the little desk set up. I don't look at that. That's so cute. Now see that? Probably in my Alice in Wonderland journal. I've got my little desk set up, but oh, actually I should be putting those in stickers. I've got my sticker bin here too. I'm going to sort that very shortly too. Yeah, I've never sewn it because it's kind of in the corner. I don't think I'm happy with where it is. Like I put it there with the intention of being able to, from here, it's just over here, just as I exit the L of my desk, it's right there. With the intention of being able to just kind of wheel over on my computer chair here, my desk chair, and just be able to sew some tags or something and then come back. But for practical use, I'm going to put those in my scrap bin. For practical use, like sewing, I don't like it there. So, don't know what I'm going to do about that. So, get it? So, don't know what I'm going to do about that. Sunshine. I do have a couple of sewing machines. Actually, I have like 7 sewing machines, but I had bought some, I went to buy one vintage one from this guy. And he's like, 25 bucks, I'll give you like all 5 of them or 6 of them or whatever. And apparently they were all like serviced and tuned up and everything. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I bought them to display in my sewing shop. But now that I'm not in my sewing shop, I've really got to get rid of some. But I myself have 2 baby locks, like just regular, well, one's an embroidery baby lock, like a small embroidery. But we upgraded her to a 6 needle embroidery. But yeah, oh God, guys. Whew. I'm thinking maybe putting one down here for quick little sewing jobbies, like I said. Like that's pretty, but that doesn't necessarily say sewing. Cut out. Again, pretty, but not sewing. Good Lord. This one reminds me of Swiss Dot fabric, so we'll keep that in there for sure. Look at all this. This has all been tied up in here. All of my awesome handmade papers. Why? Why did I do this? Seriously. So yeah, what was I saying? I'm all worked up now because I'm like, self, why did I do this? Just plain paper, gift wrap scraps. Good Lord. Painty paper bits. I'm all discombobulated now, though. I don't remember what I was saying. I'm sorry. Oop. So, yeah, what are you guys working on? Like, how do you sort and gather for a journal? Does it get out of hand? Or am I the only one that's, like, neurotic about it, this crazy? Like, those are okay, but I don't think I'll be using them. But whatever, I'll put them there anyway. And then look, I've got, like, paint chips, all kinds of scraps. Yeah, I think I will sort my scraps like that. But this is, oh, okay, that's cute. But, I mean, cute, but not sewing. I think I will sort my scraps in the scrap bin. Because, yeah, this is just plain cardstock. So if I want to, you know, bit of cardstock, boom, there it is. And then, whoop, there it is. Whoop. Okay. My coffee has kicked in. This is chocolate by the looks of it. Where's my baby wipes? Yeah, do you use envelopes, file folders? What do you do? Or do you, when you start your journal, do you just kind of go shop your stash? So I'm kind of, you know, still evolving with my journal likes and processes and things. I'm gonna put that over there to dry. So I'm kind of, yeah, not sure what I think I'll keep that and cut it out. I'm kind of learning as I go kind of thing, what my preferences are, what I like and don't like. But I think that's what I'll do is put very themed things, unless I'm going to make the journal soon. Yeah, I'll just put very themed things in the bins or in the envelopes. And then look at this, all of this, little scraps. Oh, no wonder it's so full. I'm putting these there because they're going in the scrap bin for now. I might keep that because that to me, I don't know, it reminds me of vintage fabric too. So yeah, how do you guys do the, I don't know, do you do a box, do you do a tray, do you do, yeah. I'd be interested, especially if you, yeah, if you don't really gather until the day of, you know, and you're going around to craft and grabbing things. I like to hear other people's, you know, creative processes. And this is like, it's almost like an interfacing. It's like a see-through-y kind of texture-y kind of thing. Look at this, doilies in there. Oh, this stuff's nice. Again, more like handmade paper from that pack from Michael's. It's embroidered. Keep that in there. And look at this. Like, why? That's like a little leathery bit. I'll leave that in there. Yeah, so I think I'll sort this, and then as much as I want to continue playing in my craft room, I think then I'll go upstairs and get working on some more pants, especially since my my sewing was halted last night. This is not a dryer sheet. I know, it is, right? But yeah, no, that came out of a paper pack. I just smelled it to make sure, but yeah, that came out of a paper pack. Maybe I'll keep that actually in there, because that does makes me think of clothing, of course. Like, look at this. This has got glue all over it. I don't want that. Don't be afraid to throw things out. You don't have to keep every little scrap. Talking to you, Kim. All right, so yeah, I'm at 48 minutes, so I think I'll go and I'll finish sorting through all of these. I'm talking like it's going to take me like, you know, half an hour, and then I'm going to go upstairs and sew, right? Yeah, no, this is going to take me forever. So I'll work for a while, and then I'll go upstairs and do some sewing. That's kind of cool, eh? Yeah. All right, so yeah, thanks for watching, and tomorrow I think I will try to post my Glue Book January final flip through. Very exciting. I did get it done. I sat down for a couple hours and finished putting it together. Isn't this great? I don't think Martha Stewart sells paint anymore, does she? She had like the most beautiful, like pastel-y, kind of like earthy pastel-y colors. Wait, why is this in here? I want to put that in my orange glue book. Look at that. All right. So, thanks for watching. I want to say hi to all my new subs, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, please. And turn on your little bell if you want to get notifications every time I post a new video, which will be more often than the last couple months. Kind of on hiatus the last couple months, but I'm here and I'm ready to create. I'm itching to create. All right. So thanks for watching, and hope you have a creative day. Bye.